I'm the founder of a company called GRAMMA'S, which is my business established in 1987, named in loving memory of my grandmother, which specializes in the manufacture of traditional herbal foods, and also the founder of the Joining Hands in Health, a campaign to encourage everyone back to a more natural way of life and to take personal responsibility for their health. I was born as a severely premature baby with a life expectancy of only 1 month. And although doctors gave up on me, my grandmother's strong faith, intuition, and tender loving care enabled me to survive against the odds. Now, in those days, women were taught all the skills, what you call, of life. Hence, you had to learn about various traditional remedies, which was good for health. Due to the fact that at the time of starting the business, I was a single parent with two young daughters, no form of business training, experience, qualifications, and lo and behold, I decided to manufacture my grandma's herbal pepper sauces, which has now become famous, and within 3 months personally negotiated them into Harrods and Fortnum & Masons, within 6 months into all the department stores around the country, and within 2 years within the 7 top supermarket chains, making it the biggest national distribution and a feat never achieved before by any single small business owner. For the 2000 Millennium History Archives, I was voted one of the 100 greatest and most influential Black people in British history. In 2007, I was delighted to be informed that I have been honored by the Queen with the MBE for my services to the British food industry. Again, it was the volume of work conducted behind the scenes to try to get the government and the health establishment to understand the importance of natural foods in our diet. I was only 5 years old when my great-grandmother, an African spiritual herbalist and midwife, died at 113 from old age and not sickness. That was the norm in her day. Sickness was rare. It was natural to feel well all the time. But a generation later, when Western scientists started using us as experimental guinea pigs, my family lifespan fell by over 40 years in less than 50 years. The fact is, I know that pharmaceutical drugs have very minimal benefits, but in the long term, it is known to cause or to be 85% ineffective, toxic drugs causing permanent long-term damage, and is also the #1 killer in America and #3 in this country. So popping the pill does not work, has never worked, and will never work. In October last year, I presented a case to the Law Commission for the reform of the 1939 Cancer Act. I was simply surprised that this act was solely passed for the use of experimental pharmaceutical drugs and not for prevention into the disease. So 71 years ago, whilst cancer was a rare condition affecting 1 in 40 to 50 people, 71 years later is affecting 1 in 2, proven beyond a doubt that pharmaceutical drugs does not work, and this is actually one of the worst medical histories of all times. Although I speak about the pharmaceutical industry, I am not against anyone or even the industry. What I'm against is people not being given the information so that they can take responsibility for their own lives by making an informed choice. Last year, through my campaign, Joining Hands in Health, I started a nationwide petition called The Nation Speaks, No, Not in My Name, primarily to raise consumer awareness and public awareness of the detrimental impact of the European Food Supplements Directive, which is actually threatening traditional herbal remedies, natural foods, and health supplements. The EU Food Supplement Directives will be fully implemented on the 30th of April, which means thousands of natural beneficial foods, supplements, health products, which has been proven safe, effective, and non-toxic for centuries and still commonly used today to combat serious illnesses as well as to maintain health, will be banned from the stores, as well as those traditional cultural foods and remedies from countries outside the EU, such as the Caribbean, Asia, Africa, and others, will also be banned from entering the UK and European markets. At the moment, the campaign is gathering momentum, and in just a few months we have already got over 100,000 signatures. As of this month, as this is D-Day, we and a massive collection of supported networkers are taking a stand throughout the country to really maximize public awareness to try to obtain 35 million UK signatures, which will then be presented to the government to opt out and present it as the people's mandate for change. I am looking forward to taking this campaign to the government and see that our human rights are re-established and reclaimed. The campaign is moving from strength to strength, and people are actually mobilizing and moving it forward on my behalf, on everyone's behalf. The beauty of this campaign is that in order to save my life, we all have to save each other.